Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Savannah. I am a registered nurse. I've been a registered nurse for about 4.5 years now. I'm currently also a nurse practitioner student, specializing in family nurse practice. I have a background, my nursing background consists of I've done some emergency medicine, I've done home care, I've done private duty nursing, I've worked with children, I've worked in long-term care, I've done nursing supervising, I've done agency nursing, and quite a few things for, my short nursing career thus far. But I went into nursing because I always kind of had a knack for healthcare. Growing up as a child, there were three things that I wanted to be. I either wanted to be a lawyer, a pediatrician, or I wanted to do some type of business. I just know I just want to be in charge. Like anyone that grew up with me or knew me growing up will tell you that how bossy I was, and just even bossing around my elder siblings and so on and so forth. But I just knew I didn't want anybody telling me what to do. I just wanted to be the boss, with no specific title, just the boss. When I started college, I actually went into business. I started with business. And then towards the end of my career, the end of my college career, shortly before I graduated, I had met one of my best friends who she wanted to be a PA. And at the time, I didn't really know what a PA was, but she told me all about it, like how the schooling works, how the position works and everything. And I was intrigued. I was like, I think I might want to do that too. So, I finished up my degree, and then I went straight into taking my prerequisites as my science courses, whatever science courses I need for PA school. And then as I was searching up the schools, I was kind of like, I knew the criteria of getting into PA school was very strict. I knew it was hard to get in. It takes some people a couple of rounds of applying, which can be a couple years to get in. So I'm looking at my grades, I'm looking at the timeline. I was like, you know what? I think that maybe I will go the nurse practitioner route, because in my research, I'm finding that, they are very similar roles. They're both mid-level providers. So I was like, you know what? I'll go to nursing school. So finished my degree, took my science courses, and then I went to nursing school. I applied to 2 schools, 2 community colleges, and one I was waitlisted at and one I was accepted into. I started right away, and then I just went through, did my nursing and completing my RN. But anyhow, we will dive into my nursing background a little bit more in some other videos. That's just really how I ended up going into nursing. I decided to start this channel because there's so much nursing content out there. I know there's a ton, some might say the market is oversaturated. This is cliche, like it's too late. And it's been a long time coming. I mean, I have considered starting a YouTube channel or content creation in itself for years, like nearly a decade. Like I scroll through my phone and see videos from like 2017. I'm like, come on, like I just should have started so long ago. Anyhow, here we are. We're just diving back in. We're going with it. We've got stories, we've got experiences, we've got knowledge, we've got all types of things to share. But in my search, through nursing school, like I said, I know there's a lot of content, I just didn't always find the content I was looking for with some of the roles that, I've mentioned that I've done. And then especially now that I'm advancing into the nurse practitioner role, I found even less content of what I was looking for. And then not only that, like a lot of them don't look like me. So I thought that, this would be a great market. I can definitely provide a lot of information. I can share my journey. Even if there's 10 million other nurse practitioners, nurses, whatever, this is my take. This is my experience. This is my journey. I hope to inspire anybody that comes across my page, or provide some knowledge, or just anything. I hope, yeah. So, you know, there's no one route to becoming a nurse. And there's no one way to be a nurse. You know, a lot of people say you have to start by doing this, you have to do that, and you don't. You don't. But again, we'll dive into those topics in some other videos. But again, this is my journey, my experience, and I hope my information is helpful to anybody that comes across my page. Happy to be here, and stay tuned for the journey. Thank you for watching.